I know what it's like living credit card to credit card, and in this video, I want to share with you what you can do to become more stable financially. And I'm doing this right now. I've been doing this for the last like 7 years, and it's starting to finally bear some results. And I want to share with you because I know a lot of us grow up with parents and families that have a lot of scarcity beliefs about money, like money's limited, money's bad. If you have too much money, like you're going to be a bad person, or there's just a lack of money. And I know for myself, like I grew up having dinner with my family. I remember I would always hear my parents talk about money, and they'd always have a lot of fear around it. And that just naturally rubs up on us when we're kids and our brain is still developing until the age of like what, 7, 10, maybe 12, 15. Like our brain is being molded and our beliefs are being formed. So I believe a lot of us, like, we suffer in life with finances because these beliefs are still going in our mind. Like these programs are still running in our mind. And until we bring the light of awareness to them, we just kind of run with that program. So we have to really look at our beliefs and look at, like, can we choose to believe differently about money? And this takes some time too. It's not an overnight thing. But we have to question our beliefs, question, like, is there really a lack of money, or is money just a part of us? Like, do we have a right to earn lots of money just for being alive? Like, are we worthy right now just for being here to have lots of money? Is money really actually bad? Or is it neutral? Can it be used as a positive or negative tool depending on who has it, right? So just some beliefs there. But the main part of this video, I want to go to something different. I want to share with you a quick story, and I want to share with you, like, aside from beliefs, because we all kind of know that beliefs create our reality. I say this a lot on this channel, but like, I think you know this by now. So I'm going to go a little deeper today about a different part of this when it comes to money. So quick story, in 2017, when I was in college, I was a junior in college, and actually I think I was a senior. Yeah, I was a senior, just barely a senior. All my friends and I went to a football game, and it was like my college against a different college, and we were at like the other stadium, so like it wasn't a home game for us, it was an away game. It was in Columbus, Ohio, and you know what college kids do, we drink, we party, we take drugs, we have a good time, and long story short, like my team ended up losing. I was very angry, all of us were a little bit like upset. It was a close game, we ended up losing at the very end. I was very, very attached to sports back then, so I felt like because my team lost, I felt like I had lost, I was very into it. And so we went out to the bars that night, drank way too much. I made some bad choices, did some different drugs, and I remember it was like 4 in the morning, and I was puking on the toilet in someone's bathroom, and all my friends were gone. I didn't know where all my friends were, but I was on the toilet puking, and like I was trying to puke, but it was just nothing was coming out. It was just like air. I kept like just like dry puking, whatever, and then eventually my stomach acid from my stomach obviously came up my throat, and I began to puke out my stomach acid, which was it was like burning my throat and my esophagus. It really hurt, and I was just thinking while I was puking there, like, this could be it, like I could be done. You know, I drank way too much, did some different drugs, really, really dumb choices that night. And I had those thoughts pass in my head, like, this could be it, like this could be your last few moments. And luckily I woke up a few hours later on the bathroom floor, like head pounding, my throat was killing me because all the stomach acid would burn my throat, it was really hurting. And then we had to drive home like 8 hours that day back to my campus, back to our college, like where I was living. And I had a massive headache, but I felt so bad in the car driving home, but I also felt lucky because, at least in America, like this partying is normal for a lot of college kids, and that's where I was at the time. So I was lucky to not have, I mean, imagine being 20, 21, and like that's it. Like I didn't even accomplish anything. I didn't really do anything with my life. I couldn't even imagine like if that was my last night, you know? But this experience like gave me a kind of, you know, I was in shock for like maybe a couple days after this. I was really like shooken up from this whole experience, like how close I was to like basically dying from alcohol poisoning and other drugs I took that was not smart. But it gave me this sense of like, it gave me a grounded sense of like how fragile that this life is. And I really believe, tying this into financial stability and abundance and money, it's like, I really believe that a lot of us, we take our time for granted because we don't always have that experience that shows us like how fragile life is. And maybe you have, like maybe you've had a close to death experience like I have. I've had a couple others actually too. This was like the main one, but what it does is it gives you this perspective that like every day, like your time becomes more important to you. because you realize that like that's all we kind of have is here is time on this planet, and then eventually we're going to be leaving. Like no one's going to be here forever, and when we leave, when we're done, all we bring with us is those memories, which is like kind of like the time. Like the time that we spent is like the memories, we take that with us. So what I'm saying is just since then, that was in 2017, so it's been almost 10 years, but since then, I've really understood like my time is valuable. And people ask like, how do you make more money, right? How do you become more financially stable? There's a lot of course, like there's the beliefs about that. Like I said in the beginning of this video, there's a beliefs aspect of it. There's also, of course, how are you going to serve people? How are you going to add value? But it's also like how valuable is our time? And I'm someone that believes the world reflects us. So if we don't value our time, then how are other people going to value our time? How is our boss or our clients or our team members, like how are people going to value us if we don't value ourselves first? Right? Our time is the most valuable thing we have here. And that experience taught me like, Trevor, you better freaking value this, and you better understand like this life is fragile. Not to be fragile, like you gotta be so anxious when you go to the food store and stuff, but just like it made me more present. And especially from like meditating daily over the last 7 years, that helps a lot too, to be more present. But if you can just put the world aside, put everyone aside, and if you can just value your time more, it's going to reflect in other people. Meaning like when I began to value my time the last few years, I noticed people wouldn't waste my time as much because they could like kind of maybe sense subconsciously that, oh, like this guy, meaning me, this guy values his time. I'm not gonna waste his time. Like you can kind of never being rude or being arrogant or whatever, but you can just carry an energy where it's like you value yourself, you value your time and your energy. And eventually it becomes kind of just part of your program. Like your new program is this new program of, oh, I value my time extremely. It's very, very, valuable. Like your time is valuable. So I hope you don't need to have an experience like I did where you have a close to death experience. I hope you can just work on this now. Is like, ask yourself how, am I really valuing my time? And it shows up by like what you're doing with your days. Like, are you investing the time back into yourself by like reading or meditating or journaling? But that stuff can get excessive too. It's like, it's just, I hate to say the word balance, but everything's a choice. It's a choice how we spend our time. It's a choice how we value our time. And just taking this, grounding this out and like making it a daily practice where maybe in the morning, this is actually what I'm doing right now in my life, because I have almost a 2-year-old. He's about, just shy of 2 years old, and I have a wife here in Texas. And what's been happening is I've been getting up in the morning, and the first thing in the morning I'm getting up, I'm going to get my son out of his crib, I'm going to, help with, feeding him, and my wife's getting out of bed. It's like, immediately I've been kind of busy every morning, and it's not helping me because I'm rushing around, and my time is all, like I'm all kind of like sporadic, I'm all kind of like anxious with my time, it's like going by fast. So what I'm doing now is I'm actually getting up before my family gets up. I'm getting up a little bit earlier before my wife and my son get up. Why? Well, now that's giving me the time for me. It's me time to either, maybe I go for a quick walk in the morning, or I meditate, or I journal, or I just get up slow and I just like grab a drink from the fridge and just like get up very slow and just take my time. Because I noticed that I wasn't valuing my time recently in the morning. So just these small little lifestyle tweaks. Maybe you find time at night, maybe you find time in the morning, you find time here. You carve it out, you make it a priority. Okay? Because then when you're at work, you're doing business, you're doing coaching, whatever you're going to be doing, people can feel that you value your time, and they're going to respect you. They might not really know why consciously. I'm telling you, it's more of like a subconscious thing they might pick up on. When you value your time, other people will as well, and this will allow you to make more money. Okay, if this video helped you, I'd love for you to share it with a friend. It helps the channel to grow very much. Give me that thumbs up. Appreciate that, and I'll see you next time. Take care.